All right, guys, just want to give you a very quick update on my view on the cryptos, especially this short video is about the Bitcoin, how I see the Bitcoin market is moving, and how I can see what's going to happen in the future. So before we start, that's the disclaimer. Trading any financial market and assets involve high level of risk and may not be suitable for everyone. Please consult with your financial advisor. The views in this video, they are not financial advice, nor they are actually a kind of any recommendation for the buy or the sell of any assets. Before you make any decision, please make sure you consult your financial advisor. We provide regular updates, and we provide a regular updates on our Discord server. If you like to join, you can join our Discord server. The QR code and the link is just on the display. We normally provide updates on gold, S&P, oil, BTC, and Euro USD. We normally have almost every week one session. So after that, let's move to the market. Find our Discord server. Okay. So that's the BTC. If we can start with the weekly time frame. The weekly time frame, the monthly time frame, what I can see that's market is breaking the previous monthly supports, and the price actually rejected at that level. We still got 3 days to go on this one, and if the price is closed below the previous market support, which is around 28,936, this is where currently market is. If it's break below this one and break the support, then we can expect that the prices to go towards around $22,000. I have marked my red line up here. That's what my expectation for this market to come down, and then it's going to reverse. It does not mean that the market will come down straight away up here on this level and then reverse. It may reverse before it's coming down here. So the goal of this analysis and my strategy for the upcoming weeks is try to make some money while the market do a small retrace by buying the Bitcoin. If it does not retrace to the upside and continue the downside, then my strategy will be just to invest in the CFDs of the Bitcoin or the Bitcoin futures by shorting Bitcoin. The institutions, they are always interested in the lowest possible price to buy their asset, and they can sell at the highest possible prices. So when I can see that this area of the support, if that's hold, then it means that the buyers are coming from this area. They can go a little bit up, maybe about $35,000, $40,000, and then it can come back to this area. So the ultimate goal of this market before it can go into the bear bull run is around $20,000 or $21,000. Now let's go to the daily time frame directly from here. Okay, what we can see, you can see so many lines up here on my chart, but excuse me for this one, because that's my different level of the support and resistance, which I'm actually following. At the moment, market is at the monthly and the weekly support, and after it's actually bouncing back from there on. What you need to see in a weekly time frame from the long-term angle is this area you need to watch. Okay, that's my weekly time frame. The high volume activity, but closing above, so that means that lots of seller actually came from this area and pushed the prices up from 25,000. It was a 25,000 right up to the 30,000. So it was about 5,000 move in 1 week. That's a significant move in 1 week for 5,000 in the Bitcoin, especially when the market is having a low volume activity for so many weeks. After that, we see the next day. Next day, we can see the volume is significantly lower than the previous, but the price is closing a bar upside of the bar. So, but it's still closing below the previous bar. So I can see that's still some buyers here. And this week's bar, which I can see, is a low volume activity closing below. That also means on the weekly time frame, we can assume that the supply is running out of here. So we can expect some kind of a retracement, maybe up to the $37,000 or $43,000 level before the market start coming down again, because market is still making a lower lows and the higher lows. So, or lower highs and the lower lows. So I'm not expecting this market to actually break and goes towards the $70,000 or $80,000, whatever. But I'm expecting, based on last three weeks time frame, what I can see that the supply is drying out slowly. That level is being held. Remember this support level. The 2 weeks ago, the price is rejected, close above. The next week, it's close above. This week is trying to close above. We're still not sure, but the volume is quite low. We still have 1 day left. Maybe we will see if tomorrow, if this price is coming down and close below this one, then it will be a different story. But so far, based on the weekly time frame, I can see that the low supply bar is being formed on last 2 weeks, this week and the last week as well. When we go to the daily time frame, the story is a little bit different. The story is a little bit different in this sense that this particular bar is a high volume bar, but the price is rejected and close above. And this bar up here, the yesterday's bar, is again resisting at, it's just sitting at the support, low volume activity, closing low. I can assume that could be a kind of a no supply here. Even though that's the volume is slightly, its volume is not coming into the definition of the no supply bar, but I can still consider that the prices failed to go below the low of the previous day. And this is a significant information for me that the market failed to make a new low than the previous day. Same thing what's happening today. We still have 8 hours to go or 9 hours to go. Volume is very, very low. Price is trying to close upside. That's an indication that the demand is drying out. But I like to see the demand drying out at the upper side, not out at the supply side. So I need to actually see whether this market want to move up or down, but we have to wait until Monday because weekend is always low volume activity. Looking at this chart, that's my weekly previous week's high, and that's my previous week's low. So the activity during this entire week is the low volume activity. The type of the bar we are trying to look at up here at right up at this end is this kind of activity, right? So we have a no demand bar here, but after that we have 1 week, 1 day has actually gone upside, and then the market start coming down. So we need to actually watch out those supply levels or those support levels and resistance level very, very carefully. The one which I'm going to watch out is this one. Okay, that's my local support on the daily time frame. And I can see that if this one is maintained, which is around 30, I think 30,000 or 31, 30 and a half. If we maintain this level, that means this market want to come down. It also doesn't mean that it will come down straight to the 21,000 level. It may actually go for a longer period of the time in this consolidated area with the low volume activity where the institutions actually start accumulating some of those assets, and then they bring the prices down. So this is what I wanted to share with you guys. I'm still bias. My bias is still on this one is a bearish on the Bitcoin on the longer run, but before it can go, I'm looking for 1 or 2 days upside, and this is where I'm looking to make some money on the buying the Bitcoin. Otherwise, I'm going to short in CFD market and the Bitcoin future market. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.